Hi guys, my name is Anthony Njenga, and today we're excited. We have a visitor, and we call them a visitor. In Vienna, I say it's visitors. We have a visitor, and we have Bernadette today. She has a beautiful testimony. She runs a company called Mom and Me, and I'd like her to tell us what she does and what inspired her to start this business.
Yeah, Anthony, thanks for this opportunity. I like to say, when people get introduced, they say, "Who are you?" They start going, "I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm this and that." I just say, I'm one of you people, sisters, aunties, mother as well. But I'm somebody who's interacting with people in the community a lot in a space called Mom and Me. And at Mom and Me, I do look after moms in the postnatal space of life. Now, I learned over the weekend when I spoke to men in a forum about Mom and Me, they said, "So what's postnatal?" And I got to learn to sort of dilute and make it more practical, right? So I look after moms in the season of life when they have just gotten their newborns. And in that season, there's quite a lot that happens. And all good. It happens like a very exciting moment, a newcomer, a baby. It's joyful season. But silently, behind the scenes, moms always go through what people haven't been talking about for the longest time. And while I'm a midwife and a nurse, it came to light when I became a mother myself. And that's when reality hit home. All the theory you learn in school, all the practicals you've done, all the being in the space, in a professional space, you've been doing it as a job. But now the reality hits home when you realize, wow, it's actually huge, it's intense. And people don't talk about it well enough. And people don't tell you the real things that happen in postnatal space. And people really don't insist on the realities of life when you find yourself alone after you've delivered a baby. And it gets to be quite overwhelming, to be honest. And only people who have been into what I'm saying. So it's the thing that made me come up with Mom and Me.
Okay.
And I just thought I did my best in that space. And I thought, how many women are going through postnatal challenges and have no one to go to?
Yeah, interesting. Tell me, how many children do you have? And I think it would be interesting to learn. And you are running a business and you got children. Just give us a story. Okay. Give us a background.
We can be here all day. We say praise the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah. I am a mom of multiples, and when you say multiples, it means not only twins. You can have triplets. People have quadruplets. So I am a mom of 3 little lovely people. Yes. I have got 2 boys and 1 girl, all born at the same time, and they were born preemie, and it's just amazing what nature does and what God can put through, put people to go through as a victorious story. Because I turn around and I say, gosh, I did it. I look after my little ones in this space, and I'm still having my proper head on my shoulders. I've not lost my mind.
So how do you manage?
How do I manage? Yes, you're right. I have to say, it is a challenge if you don't have the right systems and support in place.
Yes.
Running a business and being a mother of 1 is already intense.
Yes.
Running a business and being a wife is intense. But here I am, even if you are you're an employee and still being a mother of 1 is intense. But
yes.
Here I am saying, I'm doing my best, and I hope I am. Looking after my moms in the postnatal season, they're my clients.
Yes.
But as well looking after my 3 people and my family, my husband, my people who are around me, right? And it is a thing that you have to be very intentional about putting the right systems right from the beginning, even before the children are born, and having the right support.
Okay. Walk us through your life. I mean, how you manage a whole day. from the morning when you start at whatever time, and then how do you manage the process?
All right. Are you ready for my day means like, oh, come and see what you've never seen. So I will tell you this. Moms wake up at odd times of the day, right? You could, a normal other person who's not really struggling and not having little ones, you can say, well, I wake up at 7 o'clock and then I do this and that and the other. Well, it's not always like that. I have to be real. There are days when, the kids have been a little bit restless at night, so you might find yourself being up at 5, and you just say, well, then so be it, let the day start.
Okay.
And there are days you say, well, right, today we are being kind to ourselves, let's all snuggle in and let's just have a little sleep in and get up at 8.
Okay.
So my day I go with the flow unless I have got fixed appointments, and I do a hybrid type of job. So there are days when I work at home, and literally I am in a space where I can do phone calls, emails, meetings, and all that, and still be in the comfort of the house and still be able to know what's happening to each child in the house and everyone. Yeah. Then there is days when I have to get up and literally go. I have to say there are days when I have very early meetings, like I'm in a networking space where it's called BNI, and we network quite a bit, and the meetings are very, very early. And in that space, it's like 6:30, you have to start in there on time. And I know many people think, what are you doing at a meeting at 6:30, right? And that's what it calls for, because the business is calling you and my motherhood is calling you. And I get up and just go. But like I said earlier, you have to have your support system in place. Yeah. So I do have a support system that already I have planned them, timed them, groomed them, nurtured them. They all know today is a busy day for mom, so everyone brace up.
Okay.
I could wake up at 4:45 because I need to get ready and get out of the house. You've settled the kids, this is what is having for dinner, for breakfast and for dinner and for lunch. You've got it all done. And then you go with the flow. You try and have the mindset of knowing that I've got a business that has to run. I also imagine that I've also have the mindset that I've got children that I've got to look after. It won't make sense if I sat home and felt sorry for myself and said, well, serikali saidia, because they're surely not coming to saidia me, okay? Yes. You have to get up and do what you have to do. Yeah. And you have to get up as a mother, not lose yourself. And that's one thing I say to many moms, do not lose yourself in the process of motherhood, because you could find that the world moved on quite a bit. The economy moved on. Your friends moved on. And you're stuck in the place where you are at, and you'll start feeling resentful. So my day really rolls on like any other business person. Of course, I have lots of check-ins at home. I know, like today, after my morning meeting, there was ringing, Nani amekunywa uji? And what about, what time did this one wake up? And what about the other one? And are the kids all right? I also have to say I remain on standby. If anything's to happen at home, God forbid, nothing has ever happened, I know that I should be flexible enough to stop what I'm doing to go. And my children come first. At the end of the day, my family comes first, my spouse comes first. Life has to go on.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, so why would somebody use your services as mom and me? I mean, I know we're busy. I mean, in the past, we have a tradition where a mother is taking care of the child from the beginning to the end. Now you're saying you can offer those services. Why would somebody come to you?
Why would they? Oh my God. How I wish this question was asked, louder and louder and louder, because there's a very big answer that has never been answered for the longest time ever. Everyone, when they're expecting their child, they wake up, they prepare for a baby shower, don't they?
Yes.
Then they wake up and they prepare. I'll go to Nairobi Hospital. I'll go to Avenue. I'll go to MP Shah. We plan, we prepare.
Yes.
And then, I'll have that doctor there, and I will go for that nurse there, and I'll have my delivery like this, and we even prepare what we call a birth plan.
Yes.
And for those people who've never really known what a birth plan is, it really is a practical plan of what will you do when you're getting your baby. And people prepare really to great details. And I mean, even look at any space. People prepare for a wedding, you plan. Yes. People prepare for class 1, you plan. People even save up to take the kids to school.
Yes.
But for the longest time, because when you look around, people don't prepare for postnatal.
people don't prepare for that season of life when the baby is born. We feel that once you've gotten your baby out and the baby is right here in your hands, like, hurrah, let's celebrate, that's it. Let's go home and be happily ever after. Well, I promise you, it's not happily ever after for that mama. There's a lot of postnatal depression, and statistics speak for themselves. You won't believe it. 5 out of 5 women, 1 woman experiences postnatal depression. Now that's quite serious. Yeah. You count 5 women sitting, in church, or 5 women queuing up in the bank. Just imagine, out of 5, 1 of those has experienced postnatal depression. And depression is not just the word that we throw around and we say, "Hi, leo nasikia depressed." It's not that one. It's the real clinical depression that really needs intervention. And people don't talk about it loud enough. We just sort of survive right through it, and we cover ourselves with the blanket, and the world sees us with the pink bow and the blue balloons and us going on social media and saying, "Hi, I am here to introduce my newborn." But we forget to really speak about the reality of what happens behind the scenes, right? And that's one reason why people don't really prepare, because we don't know how bad it is.
Yes.
And number 2, women have for the longest time felt like they have failed themselves, they failed their families. If they came out and said, "I'm really struggling," because every mother's looking like they're making it. And that's just a fallacy. Moms are not really doing well. Moms are struggling.
Yeah.
And if you went and opened people's curtains at night and say, "Are you a mom? What's happening in your house?" At 2 a.m., you will see the drama.
For sure.
And you will find there's a mom who's very sleepless, has not slept for many, many hours. And you will find there's a husband who has actually migrated from the bedroom because huyu mtoto needs to be quiet, right? Yes. There is a woman who has to run a business. And truth be told, even I myself had to have a baby on the breast while on Zoom meeting, and I go, "Good morning, guys," and the world did not know. Well, maybe now they know. Right? And moms just have a way, they do what they have to do. But we have to say the reality on the ground. It's not easy for moms. It's not easy for dads either. It's not easy for those people who hang around moms and dads. Here's the take. Moms have gone through, just imagine, moms have carried a pregnancy 9 months. It's not easy. They've gone in. Someone's had to be torn right open. Major surgery, got the baby out. The world expects this mom to just get up and move on with life. But the reality is, this mother has just gone through major surgery, and she's going to start a night shift and a day shift, 24 hours shift, while she's still an invalid and very raw. It's brutal.
Makes no sense.
Yes, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
If today you had a knee surgery, everyone will pamper you. They'll bring banana, chocolate, kila kitu, kaa vizuri, usisumbuke. But when it's mom, you are expected to get up and cook. You are expected to come home to a very sparkly home. And the guests are coming, chai tayari. No. This mom is going through a lot.
So my question I want to ask is, so what's the difference between now, I have a house help who's helping me, and then I have you now. So at what point does...
Who does what?
You're right. To share, what was your experience as a mother? Because I know you have had 2 children.
Well, with my firstborn, my experience was tough. I left hospital immediately, came home with my baby. There was no one taking care of me. Yeah. Like, it was just me. If there's food, I'm going to warm it myself. If I need to, if the baby's crying, like, it's just me. And I had postpartum depression for like 2 years. Oh. But I will say, when the baby was around 6 months, I got some help, and that lifted like half of it. So that was really helpful. I wish I had the kind of support system that you offer. With my daughter, my secondborn, it was much easier because I did have help. I did have a husband who was intentional about helping take care of the baby. He was on paternity leave. So that was a bit easier. But I will say, when I was pregnant, I would watch like how Chinese women are taken care of. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know about that. They just stay in bed for 30 days and their mom-in-law is there with the baby, just taking care of them, cooking their best food. And I was like, wow, this would be so nice. I was like, I wish I could get this in my country.
For sure.
Yeah, so I would say the first experience was really, really tough.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Okay.
They say it takes a village to raise a baby. There's none of that village anymore.
Yeah.
The village is paid for,
Yes.
which makes sense. The village deserves its money.
Correct.
Because they are doing a lot. Yeah.
Yes,
So that's what I say.
So tell us how you manage the process.
Oh, you
So
know,
you have the house help.
there's a house help, there's mom and me.
Mom and me.
There's husband, there's a society, and there's work and everything else, right?
Yes.
So we picture that in the ecosystem, things have to work really well. There is mom, who is the center of it all, with her baby,
Yes.
and she's in need.
Yes.
And we have to be very specific in naming this. This is not only relevant for a mom who is cruising and has had every mother with a newborn. That's a whole new season. So there's help that is needed.
Yes.
The house help, who some people call the DA or the DM or domestic manager, is trained to come and cook and clean,
Yes.
and iron and fold clothes and do whatever, right?
Yes.
And they do the normal domestic duties.
Yes.
Mom and Me is a very beautiful professional service. It's a midwife-led professional service. So we're talking, here is an expert in not only theory and practice and being in hospital where they see it all happening, but we've brought this home. We are almost in a different world. They call it the hospital in the home. We are your sister, your friend, your auntie who's come and brought the hospital in the home without a sterile setting.
Okay.
We come and we handhold mom and we support mom, and with all the anxiety she's got, she knows I've got somebody just over there I can check in. And she knows that if she's struggling with a child who's not settling well, I can ask the real question. She knows that if I've got cracked nipples and sore breasts and I'm really not knowing what to do with this whole exercise of feeding a human being, there's somebody to support moms in that space. They know that I have my right-hand person who will not judge me, but who will support me through this process until I can actually say motherhood is good. And there's also that professional element that we bring. We train our staff through best practice skills to be able to see a problem from far and be able to address it properly, right? So say, for example, we go in and we see this mother has been in bed way too long. She's not showered and she's really sad and her eyes are red and she's been, not really engaging. You can see that those are real big signs of somebody who's starting to sink into postnatal depression. And it's too easy for my team to go, hey, Bernie, I feel like this mom's not having a good day. Is it okay if you come over and have a look? Now, our team have got the supernumerary presence to... They have got someone supervising them from afar, but also from within, who can be able to come in and support them in case there is a problem bigger than what the normal day looks like. Yeah, if that child for sure cries incredibly loud and really does not settle for so long, which looks very abnormal, somebody will be able to say, this is not normal. And we will know where to take the case further. So we have our referral partners. And that's the postnatal professional sense I'm talking about. If we said, well, the DM will do it, well, the domestic manager doesn't know. This is too technical. Even a person who's not a domestic manager might not really know that this is normal or abnormal. And poor daddy, if mama gets up and says, dear daddy, this child's been crying for hours, I don't really know what to do. I think daddy will just check out.
Yeah.
Yes. And what we're saying is we bring that professional support, hospital in the home, but we also bring... Let's not imagine a hospital with sterile and people with nurses and with needles and what. We're just bringing a personalized care approach to mom's bedside. Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges you've been facing as you're offering these services?
Oh, my gosh, yes. I tell you, first of all, the moms out there, first of all, the ones who've never been there, they really don't know what they don't know. So while you talk them through it, they probably think, see, I've done big things in life. I'll be all right. I might not need that service, right? And when it happens, that's when they go, oh my God, nobody told me. They didn't tell me the specifics, how bad it would get, right? That part. There is the other challenge of mom wants that service and spouse thinks, why are you so special? Right? They think, where's the first mom? See, huyu ni mtoto wa tatu. You should be already like a champion managing this, and we forget that every child is very uniquely them, and they all come with their different blessings and challenges, na kila mtu na sahani yake. So we might not really understand how it is that God has created each of us very uniquely. But the point is there is not enough awareness in the community, and therefore sometimes there's not a good acceptance of this service. And then it's also considered to be, this is a product for people who, the high end only. But I want to say today, this postnatal support service is a service that should be considered a basic need. Just the same way you say, I am sick, I need to see the doctor, or I am sick, I need medication. It is that. Mom's unwell, she needs support. Period. You might say, I'll choose to use my mother-in-law or my auntie or whoever. But the point is, the support has to be consistent. We can't just say, my auntie will visit me from time to time. That's not good enough. Okay. It's got to be consistent and very intentional.
Okay, awesome. You have any questions for her?
Not really a question, but I think one of the reasons I would use your services is because it's also professional. Yes. I am very big on raising my children in ways that are researched. I'm sorry. I just love science. I am a psychologist, so I want things done the right way. And sometimes tradition is very good, of course. There's a place for it. But I also want someone who has done the research and knows what they're doing. When they give me advice on how to take care of my baby, when they notice something, they won't just tell me, they'll grow out of it. They'll tell me, okay, this is what this is called. Totally. This is what you can do about it. So that's why I would definitely go for what you're doing. And I would have loved if I knew about it before I had my kids, but I'll get more. So
right.
You get more. Yeah. There's always space.
So the other question for me is, and then so I met you in an exhibition somewhere.
Yes.
And by the way, what do you do in the exhibition as a mom? You go for many exhibitions.
Yes.
How does that help you in terms of your business and?
Yeah. So I like to interact with moms in their normal everyday settings. And where do you get moms? Moms are shopping. Moms are, chit-chatting away. Moms are having a coffee. Moms are running business. Moms are DMing you. So I like to be in those spaces. And I happened to connect with a group of moms, and they run businesses, and they come together in a small association, and they say, why don't we go over there and just showcase what we do? So I hung around these women, and I really thought, this is really, really good. You don't have to do it alone. I mean, come on, who wants to hustle alone? So I tagged along, and it's in that space while, doing what you do, you interact with moms and share with them. And like we talked about awareness, so that I was trying to raise a bit of awareness. Yes. And thanks to social media and people who are very good advisors. Somebody had told me about this group, and somebody told me about that, and there I was, interacting with moms. And even up to date, I see moms there. As long as they're doing the right thing, I'm like, I want to say hi. Yes.
Wow, okay. And then, so how has I know you're a member of BNI. How has BNI helped your business?
Oh, first up, let's just say it is courtesy of interacting with those moms that the seed of BNI sort of fell at my feet. Sometimes you never know where you're going. And BNI is quite a big global business network. And it's a place where people come. It almost feels like a stock exchange market, right? Or like a trader's platform. But any day, anyone would think, I'm going there to sell. I'm looking for who's ready to buy because I'm selling, right? That's the philosophy of people normally in a market platform. But this one is where people actually meet you and they're really genuinely interested in what you do. But they're also genuinely interested in giving you business. And why not? So I'd seen and heard about BNI in a different international platform, but I sort of said, let me wait. But now with the newly found call in me, I wanted to really be in a setting where people were genuinely interested in what I did, because I needed a platform where I would be able to share what I do, but also I wanted to be able to help moms in that space, right? So BNI has done a lot for me. I must say, I have found myself in spaces where I'm able to talk to other mothers, courtesy of BNI. Somebody might not, let me tell you the truth. I walk into a room, I don't see pregnant mothers in the room. So if I'm going to sell into this room, too bad, Bernadette, you'll be very disappointed. I will not get sales that day. However, I must say, I have gotten channels that have led me to places I never thought I would. About a month in, I get myself standing at a podium and talking to a group of women at a women's program, courtesy of a BNI member saying, wow, we love what you do. Do you mind coming over? Because we'd like to give you a platform where you raise awareness, right? And BNI has also opened my eyes because I've learned a lot. Everyone walks into business and thinking, I'll do the best I'll do. But you get to learn from other business people, because some people are doing incredible things. They're doing really well, and they get to share honestly and openly. The reality is, if you go out there and you try to say to any business person, say I went to another provider who's doing what I'm doing and I said, excuse me, do you mind telling me a bit of secrets about the business? Of course, they will not tell me. But in BNI, you get to actually sit down with somebody who, and I mean it, genuinely cares about your business and wants to see how to help you. And they have a philosophy called the giver's gain. You give because you know somewhere down the track somebody else will give you back in kind. It's also a place where after, when you're a mother, it's very isolating. And when I had just found myself, in the situation that I was, I found it to be quite nice that I could sit with other people who would not judge me. And, as long as I got to my meeting at 6:30 and I interacted with them, and that's once a week, and that's great. And I did a few things, checking on everyone. That was good. And it gave me a platform where I would snap out of that loneliness and running business solo. And I got to network with others and got a few tips. And I must say, I get lots of tips from Anthony here, because, God, Anthony challenges us. And where am I going to get such people until you network with the right people?
True.
And my message here is, you've got to network, yes, but network with the right group.
Correct.
And what I love about BNI, because there are many networking programs out there, BNI has a structure. And I have to say to anyone who's listening and hearing this, I love BNI. So if you know BNI members, give them a big hug and say, you guys do a good job, because they really do. However, let's put it this way. There's reality here. If you go into BNI and expect I'll walk in and everyone will just love me and give me hugs, and then I'll walk out with $1 million of business, it doesn't work like that. You've got to also work the system. You also have to be becoming very intentional about helping other businesses too. And you've also got to have this culture of following the program's system. You've got to be hungry to learn. You've got to be hungry to network. You've got to get out of your shy zone and be happy to talk, because networking is about talking and interacting and really knowing people, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So talk to the viewers, talk to your customer.
Right.
Tell them why it's important for them to be able to use your services, and any other thing you would like to tell them. This is your moment.
Oh, gosh, I love this moment. I told you, my biggest challenge has always been to raise awareness and get the message to the right audience. So I really, first of all, want to thank you, audience. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, viewers, for really taking your time to listen into this podcast. I want to say to every mom who's gone through what she's gone through, it's not your fault. You just never knew what you never knew. It's hard enough, and we have to congratulate you, mums, because if you've survived this game, I don't know what will kill you, because you've really done a big job, and let's first celebrate you. I want to say to mums who have gotten bruised and attacked through that postnatal season that it's not the end. First things first, I think it's important for us to name the trauma that you've gone through, and it's important for us to be open about it to spaces where you feel you're being heard. Because you can only pour from you cannot pour from an empty cup. Where you're struggling and you're feeling emotionally down and let down by the family and let down by the world, the society that never really came around for you, we have to find therapy to get you out of that space, to be healthy and well enough. And if you get another child, then you know how to do it better. And here is where Mom and Me comes in. Mom and Me is here to support you, moms, in the spaces or in the comfort of your homes, right? In your homes, just exactly the way you are. And you don't have to dress up because Bernie from Mom and Me is coming. Really, truly, you don't have to. It's okay. We come in and get you as you are because we want to help you in the space that you feel most comfortable in. Our services range from looking after moms, but also looking after dads, looking after that ecosystem to making sure that everything's working very well, hand in hand to supporting the mom, who is the person whom we've forgotten for the longest time. My message also goes to dads, and I say, dads, if you've done this before, you probably never want to do it, and you also think it's very hard. I want to tell you that, first of all, congratulations for being a dad. It's not an easy thing. But there's always ways and means of supporting your wife. And Mom and Me comes in and helps you to do that right, because many dads want to help and they don't know what to do. And there are many times when dads are also very overwhelmed and frustrated, and they also need help. So we are here for you. We have your best referral partners. And when I mean the best, we interact with the best people around you. Talk from the pediatrician to the pharmacist, to the neonatologist, to the hospital, to where do you buy your baby's clothes, to where do I get the best nanny. We are sort of a good referral point. And like I'm a BNI member, I love to refer. So I say to you, Mom and Me really is a program that is very well customized for you. Our team are very friendly. They love to help. And first up, every member of our team is a mother. So they come in from a place where they've learned from what they went through, and they've agreed and accepted the concept of Mom and Me being a system that supports moms in postnatal season. We can say no problem is too big to handle, but with our society and our community, we can do our best, right? Another thing that moms should realize is, should you have a preemie baby, premature baby, babies who are born before their days, they're very delicate. This is where Mom and Me comes in. Should you be a mom who's gone through a very traumatic surgery or delivery, just know Mom and Me is here to support you, because you need to heal before you get up and about with your business and to be a mom. We also look out for moms who are also going through a lot of doubt and anxiety. We want to look after you, want to support you and make sure that you're doing well, that you understand what the care of a newborn is. We want to support moms so that we kill those statistics. 1 out of 5 is far too painful. We can't watch this going on. And the solutions lie within us. And I'm here to support you together with my team. We're just happy and waiting to meet you in your journey, just where you are.
Wow. Thank you very much. I mean, that's amazing. So you have it. Mom and Me is here to support you. We want people to make sure that we have healthy babies and mothers who are enjoying the process of birth and the rest. So thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you again. And thank you again for coming.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Stephanie. What a lovely group.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you.